Alright, hello and welcome to Echoes of Color with Jefferey Morrison. We're going to do a whip and chat today with Diamond Art Club's So Many Books, So Little Time by Randall Spangler. Alright, we're about above here, above the pocket watch, top part anyway. Square drill, 22 inches by 43 inches, 56 centimeters by 109 centimeters. 53 colors, including 2 ABs, which stands for Aurora Borealis. And they're an iridescent coated type of drill that sparkles a little brighter than that of regular drills. Anything under color code or DMC code 150 is considered an AB from Diamond Art Club. Alright, how's it going? It's a little overcast today. Yeah, a little gray. Not very windy though, but I guess it had rained earlier. I have today off from work, so hooray. Okay. I think I was going to start the forward slash symbol. Yep. 3782. I believe that's what's in this tray here. Alright. Hopefully your crafting and other endeavors are going well. Okay, we'll just hang it. Okay, yeah, I'll start down here. There's a few color blocks of and staircases for this forward slash stuff, so we'll just start at the bottom here so we get it all, maybe. I'll get some straggling spots for sure so I don't miss any. Okay, yep. Yeah, so I'm figuring out the second divine beast in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Camel, electric camel kind of thing. I have to get one more terminal turned on in the divine beast and then fight a version of Ganon. Yeah. Wind Blight maybe, or Thunder. It's probably Thunder Blight. Ganon. So yeah. Let's see how that goes when I do get there. Yeah, when you have to like rotate large segments of floor to solve a puzzle, it gets really tedious. It seems like a really small dungeon. Yeah, it is, I think. So but I don't know. There was a phase where the chief of the Gerudo people, I think it's Gerudo, was wearing some sort of thunder helmet or something, lightning helmet to deflect lightning from this divine beast. So there's kind of like a dome around Link and Ruto, or whatever the descendant is for the Gerudo people. I had to watch that cutscene like how many times, because when you get a game over, you're sent back to this like lookout place, and then you have to do the sand seal, go to the divine beast and shoot the feet again with bomb arrows. Yeah, and it has to be bomb arrows. I ran out of bomb arrows in one of my playthroughs, and yeah, I just end up going outside the dome of electrical protection and starting over. Yeah, because the scenario just keeps going, even if you're out of bomb arrows. So, so finally got all 4 feet, and then into the Divine Beast because it was getting back up again. That's just like a part of the whole scenario. Yeah, you just have to be patient with the Legend of Zelda sometimes. I had trouble with the previous Divine Beast where you have to shoot both sides of the Divine Beast with arrows. And the timing had to be perfect because your stamina was being spent. Just nightmare. Yeah, it was like an elephant or something for the first one. Now it's a camel with electricity. Yeah. And then seal surfing. It's just... oh, like how Legend of Zelda. My word. Breath of the Wild. No, the game's like 7 years old now, but yeah. I'm playing it right now, so farthest I've ever managed to get through Breath of the Wild. Yeah. Farthest I've ever played. I just kept starting a new game because I didn't know what was happening, but you're in the menu screens a lot, I find, in these Zelda games. Especially for like food and health recovery. Because oh boy, do I get hit a lot. Yeah, it's all good. It's somewhat quick navigation. The Divine Beast stuff was a pain. I just keep hitting the wrong buttons to like rotate the chambers, the individual segments of this Divine Beast. Rotatable floors, it's just like kept pressing the wrong button, so I was getting kicked out of the menu constantly, and you have to activate the map of each Divine Beast at a terminal. It's like, you're joking, right? Kind of like a dungeon map, in other words. Yeah, just gives you the controls to operate segments of the beast. Yeah, so that's like the main part. And the map shows you where all the terminals are that you need to activate, so that it is handy. It's just yeah, I charged my console for a bit, waited for a segment, was in the high 90s for console charge to play portably for the Switch. Yeah, and then picked it up last night because I was getting frustrated with the whole sand surfing thing. Because you'll get electrocuted and you'll have to start like right over that whole scenario all over again. You can't skip the cutscenes after you've seen them. So annoying. It's like skip cutscene and then just cut to starting to ride the seals. But you're always taken to that south lookout point in the Gerudo Desert. have to talk to her up there, and then you go do the sand seal thing. She activates the helmet. It's a tedious couple minutes every time you get a game over. It's like, can I just like get this foot thing, camel hoof thing over with? Like, you have to be able to steer the seal, which could just go willy-nilly. Stay in this dome of protection from the camel's thunderstorm of death, and be able to shoot bomb arrows at moving targets. It's like, who thought of these things? It's like, kidding. It took me quite a few tries, but yeah, persistence pays off. Yeah, just like water blight Ganon. I heard some other people had a time with water blight. A couple of people that I've played. Yeah, well, see how Thunderblight Ganon goes? If it's thunder. I don't know, that Ganon's just freaking me out a little. Those are... oh, excuse me, bosses you really don't want to fool around with. There's like one-hit kills from these bosses. I think Water Blight was the most annoying, possibly. That huge lance and the ice blocks, yeah, you could defend against, but like him throwing his lance, and oh, that was terrible. Good thing I had like the ice block kind of ability, but kind of temporary walls of ice. So you didn't get sawed or skewered during that battle. Oh boy, I had tons of game overs there too, but it was just not the constant cutscene. Yeah, and I'm glad it saves. Like, it gives you like a fast travel location. Once you activate each of the divine beasts, there's like a fast travel to it. So yeah. Yeah, but once you defeat Ganon and each of the 4 divine beasts, you can't go back in. Those dungeons are kind of closed. The divine beasts relocate and then activate their laser sight or whatever towards a Hyrule castle. So there'll be 4 beams of red light pointing at Hyrule Castle eventually, once you get all the 4 divine beasts, and then once you go fight Ganon, or Calamity Ganon at Hyrule Castle, just whenever, yeah, there'll be probably a phase of the battle where the divine beasts come into play to kind of help you take Calamity Ganon down on peg. Probably takes a bit of the health bar down. That, I don't know. That, I've probably seen spoilers for Breath of the Wild. Yeah, and probably Tears of the Kingdom too. But yeah, that's alright. It's what I run into, unfortunately. I'll just continue to play snippets of Breath of the Wild. I'll go back to Tears of the Kingdom eventually. I'm just making progress in Breath of the Wild, so I kind of had to sneak around kind of do Metal Gear Solid kind of espionage in the Yiga clan fortress to get the Thunder helmet back in the first place. Yeah, the Yiga clan leader. Yeah, fairly straightforward battle. It had to be really good with your bow and arrows. That was mainly the fight, but yeah, pretty straightforward. But yeah, I thought just navigating through that fortress or whatever was the hardest part. They gave you all that you needed, like mighty bananas to distract the Yiga clan because you couldn't be detected. Yeah, just those sneak around a base. Yeah, because you can't really fight any of the Yiga clan because they'll get like overpowered, outnumbered really quick. So if your health depletes, you get a game over and are kicked right to the entryway of the base or whatever. Or your last save at that spot. Yeah, that was before like the whole camel thing because you had to have the helmet. Had to sand surf with a seal to get to the Yiga clan hideout. Yeah, that was creative. Give you what you need in that region, but yeah. Yeah, it's just sand surfing with a seal while doing like 2 other things. Try not to get electrocuted and shoot bow and arrows. I think the harness was like tied around Link's waist or something during the Divine Beast segment with the feet, because yeah, he had to use his bow and arrow. You had to control Link with the bow and arrows, like you had to equip the bow and then you can keep the bow aloft like in your hand as a weapon. That was kind of handy. But you have to like hit the right trigger on the Joy-Con to like aim and all that. Because yeah, I aim, I don't shoot willy-nilly. That's how I ran out of bomb arrows that one try. Like the feet had like health bars, individual health bars. Like, oh, you're kidding. You just can't shoot the 4 of these with bomb arrows and call it a day. Nope. Had to shoot them multiple times, so basically did a big circle in the Gerudo Desert until this Divine Beast fell down for a few minutes or so Link could get on it, climb onto it. Yeah, that probably gave away a segment of Breath of the Wild there, but yeah, as I say, if something gives you trouble, just keep stabbing away at it. I was waiting for the dishwasher to finish last night, so that first part of trying this Divine Beast, when I first got to it, yeah, I was upstairs in the living room with my mom and dad waiting for the dishwasher to finish, and I just kept dying. My console battery was low at that point, so I had to redock it. But yeah, a few hours later, I came back to it because I just wanted to get into the Divine Beast. And I did eventually, but yeah, took a couple more tries. I guess if you don't like think about something as much, you don't care as much. Like, you're not as attentive and, like, nervous to accomplish something. It's almost like you have to be a little less focused and agitated by a situation, and then just naturally do it without overthinking it. Yeah, I probably worded that funny, but yeah. I guess I like overthink something or just get quick to frustration. But yeah, if you like step back for a bit and come back to something and kind of expect what may or may not happen in a scenario like that, it makes it easier and your confidence kind of comes back or rebuilds itself. It's like, yes, I screwed up, but I now know why I got game over so many times. I'm still clunky with the sand seal surfing, like I always am, because the controls are limited, but you can make the seal go faster, but it's like a burst of speed that you have to kind of regulate. And yeah, if you have bad timing with steering the seal and you're outside the dome of protection during that sand surfing, you're toast. Like, you just, it's a one hit scenario. You get game over in a flash. So yeah, just knowing and understanding the controls and being able to use the right controls at the right time is, yeah, half the trouble of the game. Press the wrong button, you're not in a good spot, and you're going to get game over a lot. I don't know, there's something about the Nintendo controller that it's A, B, X, and Y, and I mix up X and Y or something, or A and B. Like, I just constantly have to look down for the orientation of, I think it's like displayed in game, like the button orientation, but I don't know, I'm more focused on the game, not where the buttons are on the right Joy-Con, the system. That was half my game overs, I swear, like clunky controls, and then there's like motion controls for the bow, and that was Water Blight Ganon too. Like, you can aim with like R, like with your bow and arrows, and then you have the motion controls. So you can't really just be willy-nilly with your game system. Your Switch can't be in a funny location. It has to be in somewhat a certain orientation as well, because you can use the Switch to like help Link aim at targets as well. And the game, it's just kind of intuitive to be able to do that, but annoying at the same time. It's like, choose a control scheme here. Arrow, you kind of have to be exact. Can't kind of hit a target. Kind of have to hit a target because it counts and you have a short window of time. Because I don't think any of the Calamity Ganon bosses are just gonna stand there and wait for you to fix your arrows and stuff. Replace a broken bow. I'm not gonna wait. Yeah, because I had a whole collection of bows break during the Water Blight Ganon battle in one instance. And yeah, you can't really do anything when you're in the second phase of that Water Blight Ganon battle. It just kind of looking at you from the ceiling and laughing with his little beady eye. It's like, oh. Well, launch a laser at me or something and time to reset this fight. Oh, it's just my word. I don't know. You get game over. It's kind of like Elden Ring. I had dozens of game overs. And you died. You died. Not like these games are like meant to be easy. Legend of Zelda is definitely an easier game than that of Elden Ring. Like, Elden Ring's hard on purpose. It was difficult on purpose. It was made to be difficult. Yeah. To be way more resourceful in Elden Ring than that of Legend of Zelda. Legend of Zelda is, like, pretty forgiving. Like, you can access the menu and look at the controls anytime. Like, I like that. Don't have instruction manuals in games anymore. All that you get in the Switch game case is the cover art and that little tiny cartridge. So you're paying like $80 for a little tiny Game Boy size cartridge kind of thing. Well, even smaller than a Game Boy cartridge. And probably the box. Like, it's more a case than actual game. It's like really large case for a game. But I guess it's so you don't lose the game. Like, the case for the game cartridge is big on purpose. And so you know that it's like a Switch game. So yeah, but I can't believe how small that game cartridge is for the Switch games. I can't believe how small the cartridges are. Just wow. Yeah, all that in a little tiny card. So pretty cool. So the Switch is pretty awesome in that regard. Just the portability. Yeah, it's kind of what got me interested in the Switch. I think it's the portability that gets people excited. That's why people like the Switch. No, I can play Legend of Zelda like on my way on a long car ride or something, etc. On a long trip. But yeah, you've been watching Echoes of Color with Jeffery Morrison. Down below in the description, I put the main website links for Conqueror and Pacer. I'm not affiliated or partnered with Conqueror or Pacer. Yeah, the websites are just down there for information purposes only. Anything regarding, any updates regarding Echoes of Color will be posted here on YouTube. Hit the notification bell, subscribe, or follow or go to my YouTube channel page to get updates that way. They post there, I guess, when you post on YouTube. But if you do get notifications, you should receive updates every now and then. It pretty seldom. It varies. So start photos of a canvas, like post kit up, and then before any drills are put on, progress photos. So if I finish this section at one point, I'll post the completed section, and then just explain what was in the section, the artist, the diamond painting canvas. I go through all that, and then a completed canvas photo. That's basically the summation of my updates. I really don't post too much other than that. But anyway, take care. All the best with your crafting endeavors, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.